Despite returning to WWE television last weekend at Bad Blood, a new report suggests that The Rock is currently not scheduled for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas next year. We'll let you know all the details on that. Plus, Rhea Ripley reports that he has agreed a new contract with WWE. Britt Baker provides a health update after being forced to miss this week's edition of AEW Dynamite. Big E could be on his way back to WWE. We'll let you know possible return plans. Timeless Toni Storm was scheduled for a match in CMLL. That's been postponed. We'll let you know why. An update on possible plans to have the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event in the United Kingdom next year has been revealed. A United States Championship match is set for tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown on USA Network. Several matches have been announced for the Bound for Glory pay-per-view, including several title matches being on the line. And MJF, an update on when he's set to return to AEW TV after wrapping filming on Happy Gilmore 2. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's begin with surprising plans regarding The Rock's status for WrestleMania next year. Of course, the Great One made his return to the squared circle this past WrestleMania 40, teaming up with his cousin Roman Reigns to defeat Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in the main event of Night 1. The night after WrestleMania 40, The Rock also said that while he was going away for a while, his story with Cody Rhodes was only just beginning, leading many to speculate The Rock was set to face off against the undisputed WWE champion next year at the Showcase of the Immortals. This, I guess, rumored plan was put into overdrive this past weekend when The Rock made his surprising return at the Bad Blood Premium Live event. But a new report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter is suggesting that the Great One, the People's Champion, isn't even scheduled for next year's WrestleMania show. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer has written, quote, "As of right now, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not scheduled for WrestleMania 41. While that could change, one source said about a potential Rock versus Reigns versus Road match, quote, "He's not going to be able to do Mania. He already gave word that he wouldn't be able to do that match," end quote. Another person who would be intricately involved at the top of the card program said they had no idea about anything. So what are your thoughts on that report? Do you think it's accurate? And if it is accurate, what do you think WWE is going to do? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Now, Rhea Ripley reportedly, she's put pen to paper, or is about to, on a new contract with World Wrestling Entertainment. Last month, reports indicated that WWE officials had recently approached the likes of Women's Champion, World Champion Liv Morgan, Women's Champion Nia Jax, and the Eradicator Rhea Ripley about potentially renewing their contracts with the company. Since then, WWE has made significant progress on at least one of those discussions, as a new report claims that Ripley is close to putting ink to paper. According to PW Insider, Ripley and WWE have agreed to terms for a new long-term deal, with only the signatures needed to finalize it. In regard to when this contract is expected to be signed, it is said to be, quote, "just a matter of time." Ripley's new deal would reportedly keep her with WWE for another 5 years once it is officially signed and sealed. Additionally, Ripley would receive a considerable financial raise. So, if we get any more details about when she puts pen to paper, of course, we'll let you know. As of now, the state of WWE's contract talks with Morgan and Jax remains unclear. The latter competed at Bad Blood, specifically defending her title against Bayley. Now, Britt Baker, many people were wondering just what's going on with Britt Baker recently after she's been on a bit of a hiatus. In addition to that, she missed this week's episode of AEW Dynamite through illness. Now, through a combination of illness and the effects of Hurricane Milton, Britt Baker was unable to make it to the Title Tuesday edition of AEW Dynamite on October 8th. However, it seems the former AEW Women's World Champion is in high spirits as she recently took to X to provide an update on her condition. She began thanking fans for their get well messages before revealing that she had come down with a case of strep throat, which was made evidenced by the fact that she's clearly lost her voice. Here's what she had to say.
Hey guys, it's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And I just wanted to check in and thank everybody so much for all your get well messages. I don't need to worry because I'm okay. I just have a strep throat, but I sound way worse than I actually feel. I feel so much better now. 2 days ago I was dying, but now we're good. I went to urgent care, got tested at strep, took antibiotics, got an IV shot. I'm good. I'm on the meds. But future reference, if you are in an area that could be affected by a hurricane, stock the fuck up. I messed up. I didn't think I was going to be here. I was supposed to be at Dynamite Washington, so I was like, I'm fine. No, change of plans. I got strep throat. I was stuck in Orlando, and there was no supplies. By the time I realized that, there was no gas, no water, nothing. Like, all the essentials gone off all the shelves. So stock up in advance. Don't be a dumbass like me. And thank you again, everybody who checked in, and all the weirdos with your fucking conspiracy theories. Like, fuck off. You're weird.
So Britt Baker gives her message there. Before her plans changed, Baker was supposed to wrestle Willow Nightingale for a shot at Mariah May's AEW Women's World Championship at WrestleDream on October 12th. That match was changed to a four-way match involving Nightingale, Jamie Hayter, Saraya, and Nyla Rose, which Nightingale ended up winning. Now, Big E, could we finally have a potential light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to a return to the ring for the former WWE champion? Now, things aren't going well for the New Day in WWE, with a fractured relationship between Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, with Karrion Kross having paid his part in Woods' insecurities. The pair had an exchange on this week's Raw Talk where they touched upon their issues. This came off the back of a victory on the September 30 episode of SmackDown that saw Kingston question Woods over the way he defeated Rey Mysterio, with Woods interfering in Kingston's match later on in the show. The pair were spotted in a heated exchange backstage on Raw. With Big E still out of action, he recently commented on the tension between his New Day teammates. The injured WWE stars also provided a medical update revealing he is undergoing scans again in another 3 to 6 months. With many fans hoping for an in-ring return for Big E, potential plans have emerged for that very thing thanks to WRKD Wrestling, who revealed, quote, "There are potential plans that Xavier Woods' teased heel turn angle culminates in Big E reuniting the New Day should E get cleared." Now, of course, Big E has been sidelined since suffering a broken neck in March of 2022 on SmackDown. However, this could be possibly the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, Britt Baker earlier on spoke about the effects of Hurricane Milton, and this has been felt quite across pro wrestling, including for timeless Toni Storm's upcoming match in CMLL. The red carpet at Arena Mexico will have to be rolled up for the time being, as CMLL has announced the former AEW Women's World Champion timeless Toni Storm will be unable to compete at the company's upcoming event on October 11th. In an official statement released by CMLL, the company explained that due to the effects of Hurricane Milton, multiple flights in and out of the United States have been cancelled, meaning that Storm is unable to fly to Mexico. CMLL also confirmed that Storm's scheduled match with La Catalina will be rescheduled for a different date that will be announced in the coming days, and that the company is working hard with Storm and AEW to rearrange the bout. The promotion rounded things off by apologising to their fans for the inconvenience, saying they'll keep everyone updated via their social media channels regarding the situation. Now, upcoming premium live events could be scheduled for all over the world in WWE, of course, but possibly there could be another one heading here to the UK. It was recently reported that 2 major United Kingdom cities were on the list of potential hosts for WWE Elimination Chamber. The previous report stated that Manchester and Birmingham were leaders to get the 2025 edition of the PLE, with the 2024 WWE Elimination Chamber having been held in Perth, Australia. It was also reported that this was a record-breaking show. WrestleVotes has now provided an update on the United Kingdom plans via WrestleVotes Radio, revealing a third city as a possible host, saying, quote, "Along with Birmingham and Manchester, London is now on the board, with the O2 Arena as being a possible location. The show is to be an arena size and not stadium based. It's far from being a done deal though for the United Kingdom, however, with WrestleVotes going on to reveal, quote, "However, we are told that other countries have certainly inquired and there is significant interest in the show being held in Canada as well. So with that said, I would say the United Kingdom is definitely still the favourite, however, to be determined, as Canada has kind of jumped in at kind of the last minute here. So we'll have to wait and see indeed if and where that show does end up. Now, SmackDown is tonight on USA Network, and we've got a United States Championship match scheduled for the show. Ever since he dethroned Logan Paul for the United States Championship at SummerSlam, LA Knight has been on top of SmackDown's mid-card scene. The Slim Jim spokesperson has already defended his title against Santos Escobar, Ludwig Kaiser, and Andrade, and we now know when his fourth defense will take place and against whom. According to SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, Knight will defend the title against former NXT champion Carmelo Hayes on Friday's episode of the Blue Brand on USA Network. Hayes has been embroiled in a rivalry with Andrade, which has now seen each man pick up 3 victories against the other. But more directly relevant is Hayes' match against AJ Styles on last week's SmackDown, which saw Styles appear to suffer an injury that resulted in Hayes being awarded the victory and a shot at the United States title. Whether or not Styles is actually hurt has been the subject of a lot of discussion online. Aldis merely referred to it as a controversial ending to the match and added that the show must go on. Now, several matches have been announced for the upcoming Bound for Glory pay-per-view for TNA Wrestling. The first being Mike Santana against Moose. This grudge match is officially set for the show. TNA Wrestling officially announced that Moose will face Mike Santana at TNA Bound for Glory. Santana called out Moose on the October 10th episode of TNA Impact, saying Moose forgot where he came from. Moose said he didn't forget where he came from because he left the fans and he became a 3-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Moose said he wasn't going to fight Santana unless it was a big box office match. Moose said the difference between them is that he's the face of the franchise and Santana is a disappointment because he's a poor Puerto Rican kid from the projects. Santino Marella made the match official for TNA Bound for Glory later on in the show. Now, another big match set for the show is also Full Metal Mayhem for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. The Hardy Boys will be going for gold at Bound for Glory. TNA Wrestling announced that the System, that being Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards, will defend the TNA Tag Team Championships against ABC, that being Chris Bay and Ace Austin, and the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, at a Full Metal Mayhem bout at TNA Bound for Glory. The bout was made official on the October 10th episode of TNA Impact after the System attacked ABC and the Hardys. In addition to that, the Knockouts Championship will be on the line at TNA Bound for Glory as well. Jordynne Grace has a big challenge at TNA's biggest show of the year. TNA Wrestling announced that Jordynne Grace will defend her TNA Knockouts World Championship against Masa Slamovich at TNA Bound for Glory. On the October 10th episode of TNA Impact, Grace went looking for Masha and found her kill room that Grace's photo was at the center of. Later in the night, Grace called out Masha to face her at TNA Bound for Glory. It was later confirmed that would be taking place. And finally, a bit of an update here on former AEW World Champion MJF. He's in Happy Gilmore 2 and he's also got a very, very significant role. Now, Fightful Select are reporting they have learned a little bit more about the role, which was a major one moving forward for his career. Fightful have been told that MJF was filming throughout September. He's expected to be returning to AEW television sooner than later, though Fightful say they don't have an exact date pinpointed. In addition, MJF secured a role in another movie featuring Justin Long and Ron Perlman. Details are few and far between regarding that one. But in an update, Fightful have been told MJF still has some filming to do on Happy Gilmore 2, but is expected back in AEW soon. It's been rumoured he's playing one of Happy Gilmore's sons in the upcoming film. But there you go, guys. The latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash the like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.